Well, there's no good stuff about being in a wheelchair, because being in a wheelchair, you're so limited to your independence, and that is one of the things that really kill my spirit in all of this. If I could just be independent more, like to self-care, take care of myself, because relying on people to take care of you and do things for you, it feels like you're being at a bother, or you're bothering somebody, or it's like, or you're being a burden. Like, that's how I felt at one point when my mom was like getting a lot of setbacks with her health and stuff, because she's a woman up in age and she's doing a lot of bending, and her back hurt her and her shoulder hurt her, and she have high blood pressure and all kind of thing, and I have to be stressing and worrying about my mother at the same time while I'm worrying about myself. So it's really, there's nothing good about being in a wheelchair, but I can say being in a wheelchair helps you to understand where you are in your life more than when you were walking, I think. Because when I was walking, I wasn't so deep into thought as to where I'm at in my life and where I want to go. And I was kind of dropping the ball on it, like, so now I'm more appreciative, I'm more grateful, I'm more able to harness my anger in a different way, because when you're in a wheelchair, you can't be talking to people certain type of way. Come on, you have to, it's not that you're seeking empathy, because if the person don't born and grow with it, you can't force people to feel like compassion and empathy towards what you're going through, because them have some really cold people out there that don't really give about whatever it is that people go through. But how I put myself out there and how I speak to people, it will definitely depict how they'll treat me. So I had to do a big change in my demeanor and how I relate myself, and even just my tone of voice and everything I had to change, because as I say, is what you put out there is what you get back, so wheelchair life is a thing that you just have to just embrace different aspects of it that help to build you as a person, because that's what it's been doing for me. It's been building me as a person. It's been opening my eyes to things that I never used to even see when I was walking. Just accessibility, like when I go on the road, I have to make sure that when I go somewhere, there's a wheelchair ramp, or, it's just a lot of stuff. It's being in a wheelchair, you have to just make sure every move you make, you have to make sure that you're capable of following through with doing it. Because, you don't know if somebody's going to be there to lift you up, to put you somewhere, or to bring you down the steps, or, and you have to be able to still live a normal life. You can't make, because in a wheelchair, you can't go to a birthday party or a wedding, or, you have to still have some level of normalcy. So in doing this, you have to know how to navigate yourself. And, for me personally, I have to take a lot of taxis. So what I do, I narrow it down, and I don't really use people who are not like, comfortable with, and I try to keep it down to like probably 2 taxis that I take. And these 2 taxis, they know that at some point they have to assist me in, going into the vehicle, even though the other day I learned how to go into the car myself, but it still need more practicing. But I'm getting there where I'm getting that independence, where I don't have to depend on somebody to lift me up everywhere I want to go, or something to that effect.